Hello and welcome. My name is Amora Carbajal. I'm Peru Commissioner General at Expo 2020 Dubai. Thank you all for joining us today for the first time in our series of online webinars. We will take you on a virtual tour. As many of you may know, our pavilion has been picked out by countless media, recognizing it as one of the must-see pavilions at Expo 2020 Dubai. So today, we are very happy to share the experience with all of you at home. Wherever you are watching from, we will spend about 20 minutes exploring some of the key parts of the pavilion and discuss some of its greatest features. We will be giving you an extensive information about the beautiful land of Peru. Today, we're going to be led by our expert host, César Vásquez, who is the tour manager at the Peru Pavilion Expo 2020 Dubai. He has been stationed here at Expo since the start and oversees managing all the tours of the pavilion and guiding many of our distinguished guests, such as all of you. So I will hand over César to start the tour. Hi César, how are you?
Hello, Amora, how are you? I'm good. Good to see you. So
Okay.
welcome to your pavilion, Peru Pavilion, and pavilion
Thank you
of all
so
the
much.
Peruvians. Ayayanchu and Kamisaraki, welcome to our beautiful Peru Pavilion. I am starting mentioning the two other languages that we speak in Peru, Quechua and Aymara.
Yes.
So now I would like to present you, Amora, our beautiful pavilion with our concept Timeless Peru.
Okay,
But
thank you César. Nice seeing you again.
nice to see you. But before we get into the pavilion,
Yeah.
I would like to show you this beautiful
wow.
Peruvian Paso horse.
This is beautiful. Who
This
made
is-
this? Who made this?
This made by the Ayacuchan artist. His name is Fausto Jaulis.
Fausto Jaulis. Oh, well,
Fausto
very
Jaulis.
nice. Handmade?
All handmade with the
great.
local stones that called Piedra de Huamanga.
Yes.
So this gentleman tried to represent a very beautiful Paso horse, which is just from Peru. So
Yes.
Paso horse and the horses, as you know, Amora, they were introduced by the Spaniards. But
Yes.
this Peruvian Paso horse has just a beautiful way to step to gallop, no? That looks very gentle and elegant.
And very well known worldwide as well, right?
Very well known worldwide, and is part of different traditional dances such
Yes.
as marinera.
The marinera, beautiful with the paso horses, right?
Yes, it's a very way to the gentlemen show how much
Yes.
they love a lady.
Yes, and tell us about this. What's
Oh,
this? This is
so
a nice bridge.
This is a nice bridge. The name of this bridge is Queshuechaca Bridge.
Queshuachaca Bridge,
This
okay.
Queshuechaca Bridge is the only bridge that exists around the world that is being rebuilt once a year. And all this bridge is handmade. This
Okay.
is
By communities?
This is 4 communities that are involved at the region of Cusco. Approximately 4,000 people are involved on this.
4,000 people, and each year they get together
Yes.
and they rebuild the bridge.
And they
Okay,
rebuild
nice.
it. And this bridge goes pretty well with the theme of our pavilion, because we want to, as I mentioned, this is Timeless Peru.
Timeless.
And we want to make how the past, the present, and the future can be connected, no? So the bridge is a great symbol for that,
Yes.
no? And also we want to make a bridge from Peru
Yes.
to this side of the world, so they
Okay,
can
very
know
interesting.
more. They can
Yes.
know more about our country.
It's everything, it's all about connections, right?
It's all about to connections. It's
Connect
all,
people, connect culture.
connect minds,
Minds, also food.
and also food.
Food, yes.
is the best way to connect people.
Yes,
Also.
okay, great.
And talking about connections,
Yes.
this is a spiral.
Yes.
This is a very famous Peru spiral because appears in our
Yes.
brand,
In our-
Marca Peru.
In our country
In
brand,
our country,
yes.
but rather than something beautiful or modern
Yes.
or part of the brand, it has a special meaning for us.
And
no?
what's the
Because
meaning?
The meaning is how our ancestors many years ago saw the life or understand the life, because the life are cycles, but the cycles goes in a spiral way, they never end.
They
but
never
at
end.
the same time for us as the brand is how all the civilizations, all the cultures along these 5,000 years of history, they connect and make just one beautiful nation where we are part of.
It's called Peru.
She's called Peru.
And that's the concept comes timeless because of this, maybe?
Of course.
Ah, okay.
Because we want to present. We already saw one bridge that is a tradition for more than 500 years. No? We are going to see some pottery where we are been working for more than 3,000 years. So let's say we are very experts doing pottery, bridge, knitting. So, but rather than just explain you here, let me show you inside.
Let's go. I'm so curious.
And over here, what we want to present is our Andean cosmovision. So our Andean cosmovision has 3 levels. So the first one is the Ucupacha. Ucupacha is the underworld or the world of the dead. It's being represented by the snake. The second level is the Caipacha. Caipacha is our world, the earth. It's being represented by the pluma. And now we are going to see the Hanampacha. Hanampacha is the upper world of the gods, represented by the condor. So come with me to the world of the gods.
I joined you, of course. Beautiful, and this cone is also nice, huh?
The icon is also nice.
Yes.
In the other side, we are going to have another perspective of the icon that they tried to present how was how I can say it, like all the firmament, the sun, no, and the moon. So the duality that our ancestors believe also, no?
Great.
Masculine, feminine.
Yes.
No?
Like
Day,
sort of
night.
yin and yang, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Sun, moon.
Great.
And look at over here.
Oh, this is beautiful.
This is very beautiful. This is one of my favorite parts. Not this just because it's the beginning, but I just few seconds I mentioned about Caipacha, Hanampacha, our world, the world of the gods. So how those people connect with them? They work through the mountains. So the mountains were, let's say, that's the link or the way to connect or the way to talk with their gods. So those big mountains we call Apus. Apus, rather than being a region, is a concept.
It's a concept.
It's a concept of, okay, this is that mountain, my guard, my sacred mountain. Nowadays, we're still having some different celebrations over these very high mountains. There is one very famous called Coyuriti that happened in Ausangate.
Yes, I saw. Yes, I saw
6,003 meters above the sea level. But also you could do some other activities like trekking and hikes along there to have beautiful views and landscape from all the Andes.
Ausangate, just there.
This is downtown.
So nice, snowy, peaky mountains, huh?
Snowy, peaky mountains, no?
Very nice.
We have a lot of snowy, peaky mountains. We have volcanoes.
Volcanoes.
And of course, from now, the pavilion is divided in geographical regions.
Yes.
Now we want to present our Andes. Maybe Andes is the most famous part of Peru because, you know,
that's the highland, right?
It's the highland. The Andes are the range of mountains that goes all around South America, and it's pretty much where the Incas made part of, and they had the capital of the Inca Empire, let's say, that it was called Cusco.
Cusco, of
or the middle of the world.
Yes.
But what I want to present you today is, okay, we are very proud of the Incas.
Of course.
We are very proud of Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is, of course, the wonder of the world, and it's maybe a great example of great engineering and architecture from back in the days. But in Peru, we have more than that.
Of course.
Over here, what
that's
I would
Machu
like,
Picchu,
this is Machu Picchu.
Talking about Machu Picchu.
So
how impressive, huh?
Yes, Machu Picchu is one of the most beautiful places that I've been in my life. I got a chance to work as a local guide there, and tell me every single day it was breathless. But as I mentioned, I would like to talk about something other places like this, Colca Canyon.
Colca, and that's in Arequipa, right?
This is in Arequipa region, and the south part of Peru is one of the deepest canyons around the world. And if you are lucky, you can see the condors flying over there.
Oh, very early in the morning.
Early in the morning, you have to wake up early in the morning. But also we want to present Chavin de Huántar. Chavin de Huántar is one of the oldest civilizations in Peru with more than 3,000 years.
So many things, and there's like a Titicaca Lake.
Titicaca, the highest navigable lake with the red floating islands.
Yes.
Let's say this is where the real ancient culture is still living, still traditions.
Yeah.
But also, at the Andes, we produce, no, and we have many products that maybe so many people already know, but maybe they don't.
The potatoes. Potatoes.
Of course.
How many kinds of potatoes do we have?
Well, we have more than 4,000 different type of potatoes.
That's amazing, huh?
Many people think that I'm teasing them when I say that, but believe or not, in Peru we have a bank of potatoes. That bank of potatoes is in Cusco, and in that bank of potatoes, they have every single sample for every single seed for the different varieties of potatoes.
Wow.
So on that way, we preserve and we know how many type of potatoes, no? But this is amazing. But besides that, we also have this quinoa. Quinoa nowadays is considered a superfood. It's a great protein, can replace the meat, no? And this is since our ancestors' time. So
we have white quinoa, black quinoa, and red quinoa, right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay,
all of those type of quinoas, they have pretty much the same properties, how they look.
Yes.
But personally, the yellow quinoa is the one that you find all over the
spread all over the world. No? And this, what is this?
This one has a, like, let's say, very bizarre color.
Yes.
It's a corn. It's our.
And can I eat it like this? Eat it?
Yes, you could eat it, but it's a very strong flavor that maybe you won't like it, because when you eat the corn, you spread like a sweet flavor.
Yes.
This one is very, let's say, bitter. No.
Okay, but so I use it in another way.
You can use in another way. What we do with this purple corn is we could do as a drink or as a juice that is called la chicha morada.
Oh,
this chicha morada, we boil the corn with cinnamon and cloves, pineapple, apple, and after it's been
very
boiled,
fruity and spicy.
It's like a very fruity and spicy.
Wow.
So it's a mix of flavors in your mouth. But even after it's been boiled, after a couple hours, because it takes time.
Yes.
We put a bit of lime juice, so that this small, let's say, sour shot makes an explosion of flavors in your mouth. But this one, it has this color because the number of antioxidants it has. So I've been drinking this since I was a kid. So my mom always prepared this juice since I was a kid for the lunchtime, no? And it's one of my favorites. So can you guess how old I am?
I don't know, maybe 20?
Yeah, well, actually I'm nearly 50, but this is thanks to the chicha morada and all the antioxidants.
Well, you seem super young. Okay, that's great. That's a good secret, huh? Very well kept.
Something that is very famous also on the Andes are those beautiful animals, the llamas and alpacas.
Oh, yes.
That we use a lot their fiber to make
scarves and
clothes.
Yes, of course.
No? Well, in Cusco, for example, alpacas are part of the gastronomy.
Yes.
You have to say the truth.
Yes, of course.
But having now an alpaca scarf or an alpaca shawl is very trendy and very beautiful. No? And I would like to ask you, you know that llamas is ones, alpacas are other ones.
And vicuñas are others.
And vicuñas are others. Even vicuñas, their fiber of the vicuña is considered as the cashmere.
The Peruvian cashmere.
It's the Peruvian cashmere, no? For you have an idea. So I would like to give you a tip today.
Okay, give me.
You know which is the difference between the alpacas and the llamas?
Tell me.
Okay, so llamas are like this.
Yes.
And alpacas are like this. So
you mean the mouth and the nose?
So how you can recognize them? You just have to see the face. This is the alpaca.
Okay, let's do like this. This is alpaca.
Sorry, the llama.
The llama.
And this is the alpaca.
And the alpaca. Oh, when they have like the, what nice. Yes.
With a shortened nose.
Yes, shortened nose. That's a great tip. Now I can recognize. If I see an alpaca or next time I see an alpaca or a llama, I will tell you.
I will tell you.
This is llama, and this is alpaca.
This is an alpaca.
Oh, great. And this? Impressive.
Okay. Now we are getting into our cloud forest.
Yes.
The cloud forest is being surrounded by a lot of waterfalls.
So I feel already the energy.
Yes, actually all of our visitors spend a lot of time in this area, in this section.
Beautiful.
Taking pictures, doing videos. As you see, feeling the energy, the power.
The energy,
no?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you something. The third tallest waterfall around the world is located in Peru.
You have everything. We have everything.
We have pretty much everything. Landscape,
the Amazon, the lake, the Titicaca. Yes, everything. Culture.
History.
Yes.
And
impressive.
In this area, we have something that pretty much most of the people love, which is the cocoa. And what is the cocoa? The cocoa is the product that where we can extract and make the very famous chocolate.
Our cocoa beans.
Our cocoa beans. So cocoa beans, let's say nowadays is turning very important for Peru. Peruvian chocolate is getting very popular, special on this side. But not just the chocolate, also the Peruvian coffee.
Oh, our specialty coffees,
Our specialty coffee.
And we can find it all over the world, huh?
Nowadays, yes. And it's something that I felt very surprised since I arrived here. Is when I went to the supermarket in the area of coffees, Peruvian coffees always are over there, so I say, okay, I feel like at home.
So proud of being Peruvian, of course. Yes. And what is this? Amazing.
This is a llama or an alpaca?
This is, I see it like this, right?
Yes.
It's a llama.
It's a llama.
Great. 10 points for me.
10 points for Amora. After 20, you have your free chicha at the coffee.
Okay, thank you.
But here where we present is, as I mentioned, we have other civilizations. This one is Chachapoya civilization. Those Chachapoyas were
And where in Peru is it?
It's on the northeast.
Northeast.
If we use Lima, the capital, as reference, it's like right in the middle of the coast. So if we say northeast, is from northeast from Lima, in an area called...
So this is not a traditional south tour?
No, it's not a traditional south
That's interesting,
tour,
huh?
but
so we can, share and give new ideas to travel and to visit Peru.
For people who like to visit places that are not very well known or not many tourists can visit, this is a great opportunity, or this is a great option, because combine adventure, landscape, and relaxing at the same time. Because if you want to visit this place that is called Cuela, that part of the Chachapoya civilization, the area is surrounded by different waterfalls, so you could have the chance to see the Gokta waterfall, Cuela, and another places, and have very good chocolate and coffee along the way.
Oh, great.
So also this area is a paradise for bird watchers. We have two endemic birds, very famous. One is the marvelous spattle tail.
I see it,
That is very small with a very
colorful,
very colorful. That one. And at the same time, we are having the cock of the rocks, Tunki, their local name, is you could see around the area of Machu Picchu, the yellow-tailed woolly monkey, and one of my favorite is this one, the spectacle bird. So the spectacle bird, if you are very lucky and you got the chance to do the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu, on the third day there are kind of possibilities to see him. But thanks to the pandemic, Amora, when nobody visits Machu Picchu, this guy was wandering into the site of Machu Picchu.
Really?
So imagine that.
Oh, yes.
It was just not seeing Machu Picchu, it's also the opportunity to see a beautiful, beautiful animal. So talking about animals, it's time to talk about our biodiversity. So we are a mega diverse country.
The rainforest.
We are now getting into the rainforest. We have at the rainforest.
I feel it already, huh? Yes.
You feel the
birds, the energy.
But at the same time, the way that it's being relaxed. So along the Peruvian rainforest, we have many activities, eco-sustainable activities, like walking along the canopy walkways. These canopy walkways is 2 trees over 30 meters connected by hanging bridges. So that will give you the different perspective of the Amazon, because when you walk into the woods, when you walk into the woods, you just walk and you look up always to see what is happening. When you do that one, you have to look down to see what is happening.
Yes, great experience.
Mention that Peru is a paradise for the bird watchers. We have over 1,800 species.
1,800 species. Wow.
Species of fish. Continue with the birds. Of birds. It's because I want to talk about the fish. So talking about birds, I'm now moving to fish. We have the biggest freshwater fish, which is called paiche or arapaima. I mentioned the other name because the other name some people say, I know it that as arapaima, so I want to say both
our
paiche
name,
is more our local name, so
our
for
Peruvian
Peruvians
name.
Identify arapaima is, let's say, the international name. But also along the Amazon, we could have the chance to see how the local native people are still living, preserving their traditions, painting their face with the natural inks. that comes from different fruits.
Fruits and vegetables in general, yeah, leaves.
Leaves, no, barks of tree to make their clothes.
Yes.
No, they play
It's
the
amazing.
music.
So many different types of culture, and you see like desert, mountains, and green, and everything. Waterfalls, yes.
And as many people think or believe that we speak Spanish, that's true. But also
Yes.
we speak Quechua and Aymara,
Yes.
but more than 1,000 dialects. Pretty much most of
Yes,
those
and
dialects.
there's also another language in the Amazon, right?
It's called
Chipiba,
Ashaninka,
yes.
Machigenga,
Yes.
Eseja.
Oh.
No, so I got a chance. I don't want to talk about me, but I got a chance to live with many Esejas when I used to be local guide at the Peruvian Amazon in
Also
the area
there,
of Cambopata.
wow.
Yes, so
Great experience.
It was an amazing experience.
Yes, of course, to share with locals. That's
share with
very
local, no?
important. Yes.
Well, we have a different type of animals, but something that is very important.
Can I jump here inside? No, I will. If I go, I need to travel to
you
Peru.
have to travel to.
Yes, of course.
Remember, this pavilion is like an appetizer of
An
Peru.
appetizer.
This is
I
an
like that
appetizer
concept. I like that.
No,
An appetizer.
But you know that in Peru, well, in the Peruvian Amazon, there are not highways. Well, there are, but not many highways. So the main transportation is through rivers, creeks, streams, lakes. No, so having a boat is like having a Maserati.
A Maserati, yes. No, but it's also respecting the environment.
Totally.
No cars in the middle of the rainforest. It's just snow.
It produces a lot of pollution. Let's say. It's not just because the noises.
The noises
could affect, no?
We need to respect and preserve this way of transportation, right?
And those people they are not that interested to having a car.
No,
they are more interested
not.
to having a nice boat to go all over. And just before we leave the
Tell me the other secret.
I would like to tell you about our superfood. This is the camu camu.
Camu camu.
Camu camu. I know that it looks as grape, but tastes as lemon. It's super sour.
Sour, yes.
But it has 10 times more vitamin C than an orange. Just one small of them.
We need a lot of vitamin C now during COVID, post-COVID.
Of course,
very interesting.
Vitamin C is nowadays one of the most wanted vitamin.
Yes.
And vitamin D with the sun.
Of course.
Talking about the sun, let me get into the coast of Peru, where we have very good beaches.
Wow, nice.
Surfing
Surf is very important as well, huh? Very well known.
Third most popular sport in Peru is the surfing.
Do you surf?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I'm not as good, but
okay.
I mean, in Peru, if you're a boy and don't surf,
it's like not knowing how to play football, or not playing football. Football and surf.
So football, surf, volleyball are like the most popular sports in our country. Great. But surf is popular because we have pretty good waves, no? So it's also a paradise.
Like that one.
It's like that one. So this is a longboard. Especially at the north shore of Peru, there we have very good waves. We have Chicama, which is being described in one of the books of Ernest Hemingway as the best left way around the world.
And Ernest Hemingway lived a period of time in Peru?
Especially in the north area, along the beach. No?
Yes.
So that is like a small
And he
paradise.
wrote a book during his time there, I think, right?
He wrote a couple of books from there, but in one, he mentioned clearly, very specifically, Peru has the third best left wave.
Wow, great.
So, but also
you're giving us some hints, to discover a little bit more about Peru, right? Yes,
I mean, Peru. When I used to have, or when I've been very close with different visitors, or let's say tourists in Peru, I always say Peru is like a hidden gem.
Yes.
So until you don't touch it, or you don't see it, you are not going to realize how good, how cool, how amazing it is. No?
Yes.
And at the same time, we're a country with more questions than answers. And I will tell you why.
But that's interesting what you're telling me, because what we are looking for, we want something special, and maybe luxury is also this kind of things that going to hidden places and discover by yourself. And Peru can offer this to
Yes,
people,
of course.
right?
We have for everyone. We have everything for everyone.
Okay, great.
No? But I just want to show you this interactive screen, Amora.
Yes.
So remember when I mentioned how old is our country?
Yes.
So I mentioned we have more than 5,000 years of history. One of the oldest civilization, not even in Peru, all over the world, is Caral.
Caral.
Was recently discovered. If we using Lima as reference, 3 hours driving from Lima to the north. No, this is being recently discovered, and it has approximately 5,000 years. So this Caral, as you see, they make structures maybe with mud bricks, stones, pyramidal shapes. Pretty much they were astronomers. So we are talking about the Peruvians. They try to read, try to understand the stars, the cosmos, no? And they spend long time on that. Now,
And it's the same period of time as Mesopotamia, I think.
same time as Mesopotamia, as China civilization, Oltecas from Mexico. So for everybody have an idea that they were like the 5 oldest civilizations in China, Mesopotamia, Mexico, Peru. They were like the real oldest civilization. But also, if we talk something popular about Peru, we have the Nazca lines.
Nazca lines, yes.
Nazca lines are part of the Nazca culture of Nazca civilization. They develop along the desert. If we using Lima's
here
reference,
you have the spiral as well.
yes. If we
show
travel,
it. Okay.
If we travel from Lima, it's approximately 6 to 7 hours.
We saw it
right?
here in the front of the
This is
pavilion.
the spiral. This is the spiral
great.
from Nazca, but the spiral appears even in many cultures before from other parts of the ancient Peru, no, like Mochicas. But this
It's
Nazca,
so interesting,
if we
to
talk
discover,
about,
you can really discover Peru.
if we can talk about the timeline of them, they were almost on parallel with the last part of the Roman Empire.
Oh.
For you have an idea,
yes,
no?
to have an idea, yes, interesting.
Yes. And this line that you see there, it is the Pan American Highway. So you can pass through them, but you cannot see it. So to see it, you need
They're very
level.
big, huh?
Yeah, they're huge.
How big?
They can have approximately 500 meters of diameter, no?
Wow, yes.
And most of the people think or believe that they were made by the aliens, which is not the true.
Not true.
They were made by the ancient Peruvians because all this area, it was totally full of evidences of people, no, like textiles, food.
How interesting, no? Because this is sand.
Ceramic. This is totally sand.
Sand.
Small pebbles. There are small hills or mountains. This is the hummingbird, no. But at the same time, there were evidences that apparently this area was like a kind of astronomic point.
Yes.
That they made different offerings.
Lab to tell to be more modern. Astronomic lab.
Like astronomic lab. Yes. That's for younger people to see it. Yes. Definitely yes. But the longest line that is even found around this area, it has approximately 4 kilometers. That goes from the middle of the desert to one valley.
Yeah.
So apparently that was used for them to, they don't lose the track and find where it was water, because this is one of the driest places around the world. And the last civilization interesting that we present, we have a replica from them. They were the Chimus. Chimus was also one of the last civilizations before the Incas. Okay, Incas came more from the south, Chimu were from the north, but those guys, they were great architects. So you see how good was their work back in the day.
This is
all
mud,
by hand,
mud.
all is mud. So Chimu has their Chan Chan is the biggest city made with mud, no? And they were in Peru about 700, 800 years ago approximately. And according to some historians, they say that they mentioned that when the Incas conquered them, they took their best architects or their social class, their social worker class, and took them to Cusco to make the beautiful Cusco.
But beautiful, huh?
Every single detail. Every single detail.
And so many years, and it's still like that.
It's still preserving in a great time. If you got the chance to visit Chinchang, you are going to see walls that have been very well preserved.
Yes.
No, very well preserved.
Great. And now, where are we going?
We are getting into the light. We are getting into the light. So if there is something that Peruvians, we are very passionate, is about the food. No?
Of course.
You already,
of course. We are so proud
you already saw
of our country, of our people, but the food.
Yes, because food is very important for us, and you already realize how many years we were working over the agriculture, plus the creativity of our chef that permit us to have one of the best gastronomies around the world. So we, in the last October, we won the award of the South America's leading culinary destination, and 1 month ago, we won the award of the best culinary destination from all over the world.
Wow, that's great. Oh, so interesting. And this,
products. This is a type of potato. This one is called mashua.
These are kind of roots, right? And tubers.
All roots and tubers.
Oh, and avocados.
Avocados. The size
you
of
export a lot of avocados, huh?
We export a lot of avocados. Our avocados are very recognized because they have a pretty good size.
Yes, and this?
Over this side, we are going to see how the traditions, how the talent, how the creativity of our people with their ancient techniques can still be preserved, but doing like, let's say, more modern designs, you know, like the alpaca wool.
Yes.
Like, let's
but
say
preserving traditions.
Still traditional, still
pottery as well.
Pottery, but as you see, to get the colors with plants, with trees, with flowers. Jewelry, as we are mining country, we have a lot of silver,
gold,
yes.
And we know how to work it, right?
We know how to work it by hand, no?
Yes,
the
so many techniques, right?
So many techniques. And now, as you know, all Peruvians will like to celebrate.
This is the part that I love, celebration. Yes.
No? There is no Peruvians who doesn't not like to celebrate.
Yes, so it's so colorful, huh?
This is very colorful, and we want to present over here is a yunza. Yunza is, let's say, a party that happened all over the world.
Yes.
And there is with a tree, and this represents how people put different presents, no, hanging all over the tree.
Yes, and it's always like this, very colorful.
It's very colorful.
Yes, and you can find it all over Peru?
All over Peru.
Great.
And this is why we want to present this one, because in Peru we have more than 500 different dances, different celebrations. 500
different dances, that's great. So not just marinera, not just huayno.
We have different like saya, we have other ones like morenada.
Oh yes.
No, the dance of the rain. No,
everything. So yes, I see that.
No? You see how we like to celebrate, no? So all Peruvians like to celebrate with their own beliefs, but this one, for example, is all over the country, no? And people
with nice people, nice culture, nice food, music and dances.
So food is something that never miss in our celebrations.
Of course, of course.
One of the last parts of our pavilion is our selfie photo booth. So nobody can leave the pavilion without.
Let's take a selfie, please.
Exactly. So
let's do that, and you can scan here the code, and you can get more information, right?
Yes, you can get more information about to visit Peru.
And if we want to visit Peru, how can we get in contact?
You can scan the code, and it's going to direct you to the Promperú. Promperú is the office of tourism and infoperu.travel.com.
Yeah.
So you can visit those sites, and they will give you the list of the travel agencies that promote tourism in Peru from the different areas. But
okay, let's take a picture.
Let's make the selfie.
Yes, Peru. We love Peru.
And the llama sign.
The llama sign. Thank you so much, César.
So my pleasure. And just to finish, we want to present this beautiful picture.
Faces.
All the faces of the country, no? As you see, all of them, they look so different.
Yes.
But all of them at the same time, they are Peruvians. And this is all how is Peru, no? Yes. How proud we are of our country, and how much we want to create more identity of our country with this pavilion, no? Because this pavilion is also for all people from all over the world see it and know about Peru, but also for Peruvians who wants to have a bite or a piece of Peru, because you know there are so many Peruvians all over the world, and we want to create more
Very
identity.
nice. Yes, very nice.
Okay, now we are at Coripacha. This is our dining area. In here we offer gastronomical experience.
And
Rather,
what does Coripacha mean?
the land of the gold, or the gold land.
The Golden, what great name, huh?
Yes. Coripacha again, Quechua.
Quechua.
Quechua, from the second most speak language in Peru.
Yeah.
This is our gastronomical experience area.
Yeah.
We don't want to present as restaurant,
Yes.
because in here what we want to do is
Beautiful.
showing the difference, let's say, Peruvian dishes, but not as a set menu. No, every 15 days, offer a different menu, so people can
Different
know
experiences.
different experiences
From
no?
all over the Peru.
From all over the Peru, not because everybody knows that ceviche is from Peru.
Yes.
But we have more like seco.
Of course.
We have causa,
Yes.
no, lomo saltado.
And this
taco,
is the
taco.
chicha morada?
And this is the very famous chicha morada that
okay,
maybe
that's
look
your
very young. That's my
secret. Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
you are actually 20. No, you look like 20,
Look at-
but you are like 60.
Yes.
Okay.
Nearly 60. I'm 58, Amora. Not yet 60, but thank you very much.
Okay, I need to drink a lot of chicha morada.
It's your first one, the first of many of chicha morada
Yes,
that
of
you will
course.
have.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and we will have a series of webinars coming on the 17th, the 22nd, and the 24th. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, César. It's been a very nice experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much, Amora. Salud.
Salud.